Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi running Raspbian Linux, and with Raspbian or the Raspberry Pi cam, which is here, and another cam which is directly connected to the laptop. If you have seen my videos on the Raspberry Pi recently, then you know that the RaspBerry cam, which is via network, is actually delayed for a minimum of 4 seconds. And this is the stream. This is the video stream to here in VLC player, and the delay in this video or in this video stream is increasing when software is running. This is new, at least for this project, and this will probably have no delay. So what is the status at this moment? And I will have to shift it a little bit, and here you can see that this is an immediate video feed, and here you see some delay. And why do I shift it? Because now you can see here the LED, which is this one. You can see here an LED which is controlled by software pulse width modulation, and that is this cam, this LED. And then we have this LED which is burning, and that is somewhere located here. So let's okay, another recap. This motor pulse width modulation, I've tried it using not wiring PI, because that is software pulse width modulation, using this, and the rest is commented out. And no matter what I did, the motor is not being influenced by hardware pulse width modulation. Does it run? Well, when I give it some sort of manual assistance, it will run, probably like now. And that will be about it. So when I start running the program now, let me move this to the right a bit, start the program, there it goes. This LED goes, and here you see it, but when I start doing things now, it won't have any effect. So what I am going to do is adding, removing this and trying to see if servo control helps, although it's not a servo motor, but who knows. It is a pulse width controlled motor, but the pulse width modulation on Raspberry Pi doesn't work. This same motor on Arduino does work, but this is no Arduino. So let's see how this is going to be, how this is going to work out. I'm very curious. Alright, time for recoding. Here I import pulse width modulation from the RPIO, and this is how it somehow should be. So I have to instantiate the servo, which is apparently a part of PWM. Then from the servo there's a method called setServo, and here's a big gamble because I have no clue how this is actually going to be going to work out. And then I have to stop servo. On GPIO 17. Going back to coda. What did I do? I did use 17, so that is alright, that is exactly the same, which doesn't matter. So actually now it is time to say goodbye to this line of code and say alright, servo is PWM.servo, but I should not do that right here, I should do it here, because this is initialization. So here I say servo is PWM.servo, and here servo dot set servo 17 and whatever number. Alright, then going down, this should be commented out because it is pulse width modulation, and I say right, but let's say servo stop servo 17, don't forget 17. Alright, and this should be a P, not a 0. Alright, with this, who knows what happens. Now I have to stop this one, bring up the camera. This will have a delay, the other one will not have a delay. So let's run it and see whatever happens. Oh, now this is very interesting. Module object has no attribute servo. Really? Set servo, did I make a typing mistake? Not really. I have servo. Alright, going back. Servo is O capital. That will make a difference. Yes, it does make a difference. Once again. So, where's the camera? And where's the other camera? I see no change. But I will have to try some more stuff and then I will be sure that it indeed doesn't work. Although about delay, this is going on, and here this has only a few 1 or 2 seconds delay. Do you notice that? Or also possible it has such a long delay that it almost looks like it has hardly any delay. Anyway, back to the code. For recoding to have as much effect as possible, hopefully, I'm first going to maybe try to get the motor to stop. So first I do this, then right. I still have to see if this works, because now the LED, this LED, and so also this LED keeps burning. So the GPIO isn't really controlled now, unfortunately. But what I will do is make some change here. As you can see in the example, there are 2 different speeds set here. Well, not speeds, rather timing. 1200 microseconds, 2000 microseconds. And yes, that's 1.2 milliseconds. But here I'm going to do some sleep for 2 seconds. Then oops, copy, paste, and paste, and paste. This will be 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 3 is 21. And this way I hope that things will become more clear. Will they? No idea. Only way to find out is do it. So once again, here goes. And now there's a big difference in working of this LED, this one. Observing the propeller, is there a change or not? I really don't see it. Now, of course, it is some kind of nonsense to use servo on a pulse modulation, but as you know, I repeat myself, hardware pulse modulation should be working on this one, and it doesn't. What also could be possible is that I have the entire circuit wrong. So far not much luck, if any. I mentioned the circuit, and if I look at the circuit, it is exactly as it should be. When I move these wires a bit, it's a bit hard to see them, but the circuit is exactly as it actually should be, and you can see that right here in the GUVC view window. I don't have to change anything in there. Alright, that is as far as the circuit goes. Now, another thing is, let me stop the software for now. I am reading into the functions of the low level command, and this reads that a setup command needs to be called once before working with any channels. Looking at this, setup is being called, however with empty brackets. So when I look here at the example, which has empty brackets, I wonder if I should use this instead of empty brackets. So let me just add those and then say, alright, pulse increase microseconds is 10. Then no, then delay underscore hardware is 0. Then the servo experiment is over, because it doesn't make any sense since it is no servo motor. This I'm going to get away. Then this one back into action, and let's see whatever happens. So, starting the software again. Ouch! I made a typing mistake, obviously. Yes. Delay. Alright. Now something works. But I see no change yet. Let's watch this one as well. Alright, so let's add a line here with a delay. Time dot sleep let's take 1 second. Then here let's take a look at the example again. The example says 150. So let's just follow the example quite literally. I don't mind. 50, then this is 150. Then time dot sleep 1 and 250 and another time dot sleep, and that is not going to be right. And so now I'm curious what's going to happen. Alright, starting, and both cameras. Oh, yep, this one should go. Was typing error. There we go again. And no matter what I do or try, well, one thing is sure, the width, if the width is the same, then there's sure no change. So I definitely should change that. So the width I'm going to change to 150 and 250, because width is speed in this case. And why is there an inner GPIO 17? Why is this in here? Not really sure. Okay, let's start again. Does that come back? Yes, it does come back. If the GPIO is stand now, then I want to know if this is going to be repeated. When I do it again. So once again, and now it is not going to be repeated. This line is only shown once, but still it is very fast and there is nothing to be shown. Now the larger the width, the faster it goes. So what happens if I make it with 10 10 once again. So I put this to maybe 5. And then 10. Although this is very quick after another, you never know what happens. And once again, it's just experimenting. I know nothing for sure right now. And now observation. And unfortunately exactly the same. So what should I do? Change the setup? Could be. Pulse increment in microseconds, 10 microseconds. I really don't know. At this moment I am once again a bit out of options. And for the final part of this video, what is good and what isn't so good? Let me move this a little bit here. Same for this one. Camera right here. So what is logical to do? Servo can be ruled out completely. It's no servo motor. Worth a try, but that's all. Then a change of the setup. Has it been really a change? Well, I couldn't determine any speed change considering the motor with propeller, so I honestly can't tell. The circuit is quite as it should be. The LED, at least this one, is burning as should. These two LEDs are just doing what they should do. It's electronics. And for the rest, I'm still looking for a real servo motor. 12 volt servo motors are not that hard to get by. 5 volts I have to order, and I still have to find out how to get them, where to get them. In the meantime, I liked using this camera another direction as the RaspberryPi cam. On the results, well, like I just said, not much. I'm still not giving up. When I get the servo motor on 5 volts, I can go back to the servo and see whatever that makes out. Another point is, of course, what is the exact property of this motor? I have found no documentation on that stuff. On the other hand, as I already referred to in the start of this video, it works perfectly. just like that, on an Arduino. I can control speed perfectly. Why does it happen here? What is the big difference? I still have to find out. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube. If you don't want to subscribe, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You may consider, please, to make a small donation to keep my website and blog going. More info, please see my website. Also my other projects and info on my website. And this is going to be continued. Bye bye.